I quit my permanent $75,000 gross salary job with the government of Canada to travel. I went from Canada to Mexico on October 20th of 2023, and I stayed in Puerto Vallarta until December 31st. I arrived in Japan on January 2nd, and I stayed for 4 days while I waited for my Vietnam visa to be processed. I arrived in Da Nang, Vietnam on January 6th, and stayed for a few months and also visited Hanoi before going to Chiang Mai, Thailand on May 12th. I stayed there until June 2nd, and then I returned back to Japan, and I'll be staying here until my flight back to Canada on June 17th. I spent 8 months outside of Canada having experiences that helped me grow as a person emotionally, mentally, and professionally. I had so many wonderful experiences that I never would have been able to have in Canada, and I'm so devastated that it's all finally coming to an end. To those of you who might not know, one of the main reasons why I decided to leave Canada in the first place was because I was dissatisfied with the unaffordability, the cold weather, the lack of opportunities, and the poor infrastructure in Canada, as well as the way in which all levels of government were trying to tackle those issues. I was also tired of making sacrifices I didn't want to make, like returning to the office 2 days a week to complete a job that I could have done completely remotely. I also didn't see many advancement opportunities available within the federal public service, and I didn't want to end up trapped living a life I wasn't satisfied with. My family also played a pretty big role in my decision to leave Canada. My brother, mother, and father are the kind of people who like to make selfish decisions and then force everybody else to deal with the consequences of them. Every single member of my family would rather be victims of their own selfish decisions than put in the work and effort to advance their current place in life. They want to continue relying on band-aid solutions to fix their problems to the detriment of the rest of the family rather than work on implementing a permanent, effective solution to them. The ultimate proof of this came on June 13th when my brother sent me an email essentially trying to play himself and the other members of my family up as victims and trying to gaslight me into trying to feel sorry for them and provide an explanation to them as to why I left. I replied to his email with my own letter explaining that they're not the victims that they're trying to paint themselves as, and they all had a choice in the way they lived their lives, and they all chose to live it in the most selfish way imaginable. It was disappointing to hear from them after several months, and to know that even after I left and stopped enabling their behavior, they still haven't changed. It just goes to show you that people who don't want to change won't. You're probably wondering by now, if I hated my life in Canada so much, why am I coming back after 8 months? While I was traveling, I was also completing online courses to transfer into the Bachelor of Science Cybersecurity and Information Assurance program at Western Governors University. That's right, I'm getting a second degree. I will be formally enrolling at Western Governors University on July 1st, and I'll be going in with 64% of my degree already completed. The remaining 36% of the credits I wanted to complete at WGU. I figured that studying while traveling from place to place every month would be inconvenient, so I figured I'd go back home, get my degree, and perhaps find a remote job so I can move to Thailand or Vietnam where my money will go further. The only reason why I am okay with the idea of returning to Canada is because I'm not returning back to Canada under the same circumstances as when I left. I now have a clear goal in mind, and I'm willing to put in the effort to reach it. Hi you guys, as you guys have probably heard, I've been traveling all across Southeast Asia for the last couple of months, and that journey is coming to an end on June 17th. I'm devastated to be returning, but it's what needs to happen. Excuse the poor performance on floor 9. I haven't played this game in a very long time. And also excuse the video. I just wanted to kind of share my experiences with everyone, and just so you guys have an idea of where I've been. So yeah, I visited Mexico, Japan, Thailand, Vietnam, and yeah, did I say Japan? Yeah, well, I've been to Japan. And that's where I'm currently at right now. And sorry, it's a bit loud because I'm currently in my hotel lobby. So you'll hear background conversations that you probably don't want to hear. But you know, I'm currently staying at a capsule hotel in Japan, and you know, there's really no privacy, so I kind of have to do this here. I really hope nobody minds. But yeah, I'm really bad at this game, and you're gonna have to excuse my whole character setup. I don't have that many 5 stars to work with. Again, I don't pull that frequently, and my last pull was for Furina, so it's been a while since I've last pulled, and you know, all my 5 stars aside from Furina are really old, so. And I'm very rusty when it comes to this game. I don't have the whole rotation thing down. But yeah, I did want to talk to you guys about that. Not about the rotations thing, but more so about the fact that I've been traveling. So I wanted to start off this video with a little intro explaining, you know, what's been going on with me. So, you know, I didn't really run away from home as much as I left home in search of a better life. And you know, one of the ways I did that was by, you know, kind of keeping it a secret from my family, not really telling them that I was leaving or where I was going. So there was kind of a bit of blowback from that, especially from my brother, who was who, like, I could tell was very judgmental and critical of that decision that I made. So, you know, like a couple of days ago, he sent a letter, basically to paint himself and the rest of the family as victims, basically saying that, you know, my parents aren't going to live forever, and you know, like they deserve an explanation of kind of where I've been. But I ended up replying to his email and calling him out on that and saying, no, that's not, like, they're not the victims they're trying to paint themselves as. They made the decisions they made in their life, and they can kind of, you know, deal with the consequences. And I know that does sound a bit strong, but, you know, this was my decision. You know, they made the decisions they made, and they have to live with the consequences. And one of those consequences is that I wouldn't want to stick around and deal with them anymore. I didn't mention this in my video, but I also told my brother that I really didn't want to deal with him anymore. You know, I was tired of him. Like, even in the letter, even after I've been gone from Canada for 8 months, he still hasn't changed. He's still, you know, playing the victim, trying to not take any responsibility for anything. And I was tired of that kind of mindset, and that's the reason why I left. So I didn't want life in Canada, like, once I returned, to be the exact same. So I figured, you know, I would give him space and time to think about, you know, the kind of person he wants to be, and I can think about, you know, the kind of life I want to live. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't have the time or energy or patience to deal with that, and I especially don't have the time and energy to deal with that while I'm living in Canada, and I have my own issues there. So again, it's a very strong and, like, a very serious response, and it is this is a very serious situation for me, because, you know, I live with my parents. I can't just cut them off. I can't just criticize them and do whatever I want. You know, my actions have consequences as well, and I'm willing to accept that. But, you know, like, when I was living in Canada, I just wasn't doing all that great mentally, and I just, like, if I am going to be returning to Canada one day, like in a couple of days actually, I want to make sure that I'm, you know, returning and living a better life than going through the same circumstances I was going through before I left. Sorry, I've been talking a lot. I'm on the verge of losing Oh dang, I screwed that up. Okay, so sorry about that. I'm gonna restart it. I'm gonna restart floor 11 because I just wasn't really paying attention. And I was letting the lane line get destroyed. This is always the worst. This is the floor that I performed probably the worst on, next to floor 12. It's just because of this stupid ley line. I hate it. Like, I hate having to defend it. It's just such a pain. Stop hitting me.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows.
We're way behind schedule. You're toast. Race you. Blaze over.
God, I'm so bad at this.
Corner icy.
Into the wind. Wind strike.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Clouds high. The birds tall.
Thankfully, I'm doing much better than the last time. So I'm starting off at what, 94 target health? 94% target health?
Think you can get away?
92. Well, that's still better than, before.
Fire and on fire.
Oh god, I'm so bad at this. Come on, get your burst
Time
up.
for takeoff.
Oh my god, they're using the one element I'm really bad with this team. Okay, come on. Hu Tao has to kind of carry them all. Ah, no.
Let's play.
I'm frozen. You know what? Come on,
Think
burst
you can get
again.
away?
You need it.
Here we go.
Come on. Yes, yes. God, I'm so bad at Spiral Abyss. I hate doing this. It's such a chore. It's so annoying.
Time to act.
Oh my god. Thank God there isn't a timer on this one, but, I feel like target health is a lot worse. Like, maintaining a certain target amount of health is a lot worse than a timer. But, oh god, why are they all ice?
Rain outlines your
Okay, so this one is... Oh, okay. I could have used Farina for that one because it was ice. Oh my gosh. But thankfully, I'm back on track on floor 11, stage 2. But yeah, I had a wonderful adventure while I was traveling. I got to live in some really affordable places. Like, I stayed in Da Nang, Vietnam. I was able to find, a nice accommodation a couple of minutes away from the beach for around $500 Canadian. And that same kind of place would have gone for around $2,000 a month in Canada. And it's just crazy to me that, there are other places in this world where, I could have a life and I could be independent and live a decently lavish lifestyle if I made like a Western salary. It's just crazy. Everything was so affordable and life was so great. And now, now I have to go back to Canada. And same with Thailand. It was much more affordable than Canada. And there were a lot more fruits. There were a lot of variety of fruits that I could try. And I really liked that. And I really am gonna miss, the ease of it all. And the other place I visited was Japan. I really liked how convenient everything was. Being able to have my luggage delivered from place to place. Having delicious food on every corner. Having good public transit. I just feel like, no matter where you live, there's always going to be problems, and it's all about trying to find
Time for
a
takeoff.
place that matches, who you are and where you want to be in your life. Oh my god, I died. These things are so hard. I'm going to retry this one. Oh my god, I'm doing so horribly right now. You probably hear people kind of like in the background. That's because, again, I'm filming in a lobby and you know, they're walking in and out, doing their own thing. I really hope like I'm not bothering them too much, but you know, I kind of wanted to make this video before I return back home to Canada, just to let everybody know kind of, you know, where I am at and what's going on, because there is a lot going on. But yeah, like while I was in Japan, I picked up a lot of great souvenirs that I'll be bringing back home with me to give to friends. So I bought a whole bunch of Kit Kats, I bought a whole bunch of other delicious Japanese snacks. And I'm really excited to kind of bring it all back and see what my friends' reactions are. Japan is so great for all of the variety of items that they have. It's so, like, what I've always liked about Japan is that it's always been, you know, different from Canada, but you know, everything they do just kind of works really well. And you know, it was great that I visited now because the yen is actually down right now. So I could take advantage of that and, you know, probably get things for a lot cheaper than normal because it's down. Oh god, I gotta dash. Ooh, come on, dude. Oh, ah, dang. I'm so bad at this. Like, serious.
Brace yourself.
Come on. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this all over again.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
We've gotta do this. This is so hard. Like, not this stage, the second half of this stage. Like, it's those things from Fontaine. They're just so strong. Man, they have so much HP.
Time for takeoff.
Come on.
Show her new face.
Okay, so we're back at it again. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ice
This
them,
is long overdue.
gather them, get the particles for Xiangling, get the particles again, okay, get more particles for Xiangling. Oh dang, she's gonna die again.
Born of ice and frost. I can fix
Oh my god, no. Yes, okay, great. Now her burst is up.
That's gonna hurt in the more teamwork is dreamwork.
Come on. All I need to do is make it through this one alive, and then I'll be good to go. As long as I don't lose anybody. Did I just lose Ganya? Oh my god, I don't even want to check.
Let's light it up. Everybody stand back.
Oh my god, I still have
We're
it.
way behind schedule.
Oh my god, thank god.
You're
I was like so worried. Yes! Oh my god, we did it! That one was a complete doozy. I had to redo it like 3 or 4 times. Oh my goodness. But yeah, sorry, going back to my original point, the reason why I left was because I was tired of enabling, you know, everybody in my family making whatever decisions they wanted to the detriment of the rest of the family. You know, I was tired of always, you know, putting care and attention and effort into people who, you know, in the grand scheme of things never really wanted to change. And, you know, I'd always forgive, you know, my parents and my brother for hurting me, but the truth is I never really got over that. I was always hurt by what they did and the things they said, and you know, I'd always forgive them, but you know, at the end of the day, they would never really change as people, and you know, God, what is with this spiral of this? It is so hard. You know, I'm gonna retry this challenge because I lost the character.
anything faster. Shower me with praise. Let the world fly. Ring
Oh my god, where is it? Oh.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Okay, so that one I did really quickly. It's this second one with this bird that's probably gonna be a pain. So I can't bring out Kazuha. Oh my god. You stupid fucking thing.
We're waiting. Everybody stand back. Let's look.
Oh, thank god. He would have died if I didn't do that at that exact time. Oh my god. I hate this boss. Come on. He's easy, it's just, oh, I hate fighting bosses in Spiral Abyss. I see the bar, like the health bar, and then it affects me like mentally. It makes me like panic. Thankfully, its HP bar is down a lot, so.
Teamwork is teamwork.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
God. Oh no. I still have a lot of time left, thank god, but oh my gosh. I just lost my main unit.
Let's light it up.
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, yes! Finally!